Welcome to the fast lane lifestyle, and things escalated very fast.
As always, though, but I knew that would happen. But before we get there, I'm Alicia Powell.
And I'm
I
a
don't know why I feel
suffer.
like I have to keep leaning.
You're leaning. You can
I
bring
don't
up the
know
mic
why.
closer to your face.
Yeah, I always feel like things always escalate quickly when you listen to not understand. You don't comprehend what someone's saying,
Mhm.
right? So if you're stating, mind you, everyone is opinionated. Everyone's
Mhm.
allowed to have their opinions. Everyone is allowed to agree, to
Mhm.
disagree, right? But comprehension, being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes to be able to take in their perspective rather than just from your own narrative is so
Yeah.
important.
And the thing is, the you know Jamaican, all of Jamaica right now is they're taking a step back and wondering if they're a part of everything. You know, what I mean, when I say
You know what I mean? So you're
when I
not
say Jamaicans, yeah, I
generalizing.
mean, I don't. We always say Jamaican people. Us Jamaicans, that's how
That's
we
how you,
talk.
that's the lingo.
That doesn't
Okay,
mean
okay.
that doesn't mean all Jamaica.
All right.
When I say athletes, the young athletes, I'm not talking about all the young
Right,
athletes.
right.
You know what I mean? So if you want to put yourself in that in the house,
In that category,
throw a
right?
stone, and if the stone hit you, you are a part of it.
Because
You
no,
know what
but
I
I
mean?
mean
Don't.
sorry to interrupt, but like the reaction that's happening now is exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Your experience of being an athlete, a public figure as well. You were never stating that, oh, you're better than anyone, or no one, like they don't need to worship the floor you walk on,
Mhm.
but it's your narrative and your experiences. You've had good experiences as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
I'm sure. I don't want to talk for you, but
Yeah, yeah, I've had great experiences, and the thing is, we created this platform to. This is not an interview platform.
no, we
It's
have
where you
open
come and you
conversation.
sit down, you kick up your foot, you lay back and have a drink. And the crazy thing is, a lot of athletes are they're contacting me because they want to come on our podcast because they like the vibe, they like the energy.
Right.
They like that they will get the chance to speak freely.
Right.
Because the people think athletes are just dumb. They think we're dumb. We're not supposed to talk. We're supposed to be
We
humble.
don't have
We're
feelings.
supposed to just be, just don't say anything. Because anytime we open our mouth to speak the truth, people don't like it. And the truth doesn't
It's
have
your
to
truth.
exactly, it's
It's
my
your
truth, my
experience.
experience, and the truth doesn't have to come out the way you like it all the time. It doesn't have to sound good. You
Right.
know what I mean? You can't. I mean, a lot of times people say a lot of things, and I don't see anyone jump down their throats. Like before you came to Jamaica, I'm sure that you heard that don't go to Jamaica. Jamaica is a bad place.
Of course.
Not
Yes.
everywhere in
Even
Jamaica is
with our
bad.
wedding, a lot of guests never showed
They
up
didn't come because
because,
they heard Jamaica is a bad place, and I
but
don't see
guess
anybody
what?
attack them.
And the whole part about this narrative, when our guest didn't come, the people they heard this from were actually Jamaicans as well
Exactly.
saying this. So
Jamaican people say these things. But the
right.
thing is that when anybody else say Jamaica or me, like when I say Jamaica,
When
they don't like to they don't want they don't like that I generalize everybody. You know what I
but
mean?
I
But
guess
when anybody else do it, it's fine.
right. But
You know?
right. No, I get that. But from when I sat down and we were doing this interview, I don't even want to say interview because it's really not. It's about, I know,
Discussion.
a discussion
Conversation.
and your experience as being, if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, it's about our
Our last sit
episode we
down with
did
Elaine.
with Elaine as well. And it was your guys's perspective of being in the limelight, the
Mm-hmm.
pressures as well,
Mm-hmm.
the goods, the
Mm-hmm.
bads, the ups, the downs, right? So as an athlete, you guys are still human beings,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I think it was more so just to be mindful of like sometimes the way you talk about
Mm-hmm.
other people
Mm-hmm.
while being in their presence, like they're
Mm-hmm.
not there,
Mm-hmm.
or the comments you leave. As much as you're strong, eventually, like look at this uproar that's happening, right? And then like in the mix, you just see them add some, like they just go and dig up some stuff
Mm-hmm.
and throw it in the mix. So it's like you're trying to show the human side of of whether you're an athlete, what like a public figure, it's like we're still the same as you. If you get cut, you're gonna bleed, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's your perspective. So you can agree to disagree, but also I think it's like being a voice for having change and involvement, right? So we have to stop, we have to listen. You can't just watch a 2 minute clip or a 30-second clip
No, they don't even
that's
watch. They don't even
no,
watch.
but
They hear somebody is talking about it and they say, Asaf, I said Jamaican people are ungrateful and they just run with it. Nobody sit down and watch the interview. Somebody,
I've seen
so,
some short clips going around the
yeah.
place where, as you know, they'll put it out there to spin the narrative a little
Mm-hmm.
bit, right? So you have to watch a full thing and then you take your takeaway from it. And if
Mm-hmm.
your takeaway is something negative, that's fine. But you were not generalizing anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You were
Mm-hmm.
just saying that this is my
Mm-hmm.
experience. Like,
And that's what the media is for, you know. The media want when they're ready to put you to throw you in under the bus, you know, they can do that easily, you know,
right, right.
because that's what the media do. People make their names from bashing athletes, and nobody don't attack them. But when the athletes
Speak
speak
out,
out,
stand up for
stand up for
yourselves,
themselves,
right?
everybody ready. You trending on we trending on
And then
Twitter.
there's a thing where it's like, oh, you're not humble anymore. To me, you've showed that your humbleness for almost what,
20
2 decades, right?
years.
Right. So being humble doesn't mean you still can't have a bad experience. Being
Mm-hmm.
humble doesn't mean you cannot have an opinion
Mm-hmm.
about your life.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So your experiences, it seems like the narrative that's out there. I'm not speaking for everybody. Let me put that out there before they come and drag me.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, you can't sit there and listen to something and say your perception is the only point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I can't sit there and assume that the way I would think your life should be, your
Mm-hmm.
experience should be, that's the way it should be
But
portrayed or the way you are going to tell that story.
exactly, exactly. And you know, to to add to it is like for you, right?
Yeah.
You you're now living in Jamaica, and every now and then somebody will attack you on social media, and you will think that Jamaicans don't like you
Right.
when it's not all of Jamaica. You know what I mean? It's just a few people. Because when you go on the street, you get a lot of love. You know,
Mm-hmm,
people
mm-hmm.
come up to you all the time. Oh, Alicia, we love Alicia.
Right.
You know, and we love the kids, we love this and love that. But then, you know, you'll have people, you know, on the other side saying a lot of bad things and will make you have a bad impression of
Like
Jamaica.
a bad experience.
A bad
So
experience, yeah.
right. So all in all is like through the good, through the bad, sometimes even if you're strong as a robot or
Mm-hmm.
you are not robotic, feelings are still
Mm-hmm.
there.
Yeah,
And
I'm not a
as
robot.
anyone listening to this, even in whether it's in a workplace, family, relationship, sometimes one experience can change your whole perception of
Mm-hmm.
something.
Mm-hmm.
It's human nature. And then
Mm-hmm.
you then have to try and train to recondition your mind to be like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
this is not what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in order for everybody to have a to grow, for growth is
Mm-hmm.
painful and it's real pain. So hard conversations need to be had, hard truths need to be had. And a lot of the times, the truths are not going to be pretty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The truth not going to look good all the time. I'm not going to pretty it up for this is our platform. You know, we
And you
are
put
free.
on for the country.
Exactly. You
And
know, we're free
if
to
you
speak. You
are
know what I mean?
new to our channel, before you even started talking about your experiences,
Mm-hmm.
you've been showcasing
Jamaica.
Jamaica, your
Mm-hmm.
love for Jamaica and how beautiful
On
the
our
country
YouTube
is.
page, you know, we try
Exactly.
to go to a lot of
And I
different
didn't see
places.
that out there. That
No,
was never in the
no,
media.
the media not interested
So
in that. The media not
so
interested in that.
you've been showcasing both. So I've seen some narrative of like, oh, you're just anytime you talk, it's just about, bashing your country.
Mm.
But it's like you put
No
it
bash
on
the
for the
country. I'm
country.
bashing whoever you are that's talking. You're the one I'm bashing. You know what I mean? I'm not talking to everybody. But
Right.
us, like I said, us Jamaicans, for people who don't understand Jamaican culture, we just generalize. We just say Jamaican. Like we say, yo,
But
we don't
so
like
so
Jamaican
if
people, you
that's
know.
the case, why is it that this
They
the
they pick and
same
choose when.
Oh, okay.
when this
Okay.
this
Because
this works. You
I'm
know what I
trying to
mean?
understand this, right?
Yeah, they
Okay,
pick and
okay.
choose when it works. You know
When
what I
it
mean? Yeah,
applies,
when
to
to
who it
exactly,
applies, and okay,
exactly.
okay,
Thank you
that
for picking up after finishing that for me. I mean, sometimes I can't find the word.
that's why I'm here.
Yeah, sometimes I can't find the word.
So
And
no, I get that because if you're not like someone like me, if I'm not
mhm,
Jamaican, I would sit there and be like, okay, it might be
mhm,
you might look at it in that side, that
mhm,
term of view. So I understand. Now that you've broken it down, I
mhm.
get it. So
You see him like see him
but
like it.
this is our platform. It's
Mhm,
supposed to be about good times, our experiences. It might not always be what you want to hear.
mhm,
And if you the way I always view things too, if I'm talking about my truth and you don't like it, maybe it's something within you that you're just not
mhm,
ready to hear that yet
mhm,
because maybe it's triggering something, right?
mhm.
So then that doesn't mean that you stop telling your truth either, or you stop
I
telling
mean,
your
I
story
kind of
because
I don't mind it, because it's bringing a lot of attraction
right. And then
our
there's just
platform. You know what I mean? And when when the more people you bring, the more people will
talk about
watch
and they'll talk
and
about their
talk about it and
experiences. Why I
understand.
feel like this mic is so far away
Because
from me.
for me, majority of the people they understand,
Of
but a
course.
lot don't understand. The ones who don't watch don't understand. They don't. You might hear
Even
that Asafa probably finish last in a race, and you just run with it. So Asafa finish last, you don't know Asafa pull up,
yeah,
and
because
and,
I've
and
seen I'm seeing
Asafa
some
pull up and finish last,
seeing some
but they don't hear
articles
that
about,
part.
oh, it's like you're putting out there that it's should be a privilege that like that you're here or live here, but that's not what you were
Mm-hmm.
stating. Like you're just talking about the appreciation because you want to put that out there so the younger generation, the more they feel appreciated, the harder
Mm-hmm.
they want to work, right? So it's about making sure that maybe the bad experiences that you had, the up and coming athletes, the more you talk about it, hopefully it opens a door that they
And
don't have that
but
experience,
my thing is, I'm not only speaking for athletes.
Yeah, but
You know what I
for
mean? I'm
everyone,
speaking for everyone, because you will never know what it feel like until, you're
the
in the
shoes on the
position.
other
Yeah,
foot, right?
exactly. And for 99% of the people talking, the most they can do is watch.
Right.
They can just sit at home and watch. They won't ever get to be out there in the
and
middle of that
and
track.
also I find the social media is a thing where it's really funny because people can dish it out but they can't ever take it. It's a
Mm-hmm.
thing. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like you dish it out all day on these pages, but the minute somebody decides to stand up for themselves, you will pick and dissect that, oh, he didn't speak diplomatic enough or he didn't use the right choice of words. And yes, we're all human. We're all gonna make those mistakes, but they would dissect it and rip it apart, but
Mm-hmm.
they will dish it out but cannot take it.
Mm-hmm. They can't take it. They cannot take when you see they will call my name for years, and the minute I say something about them can't them just sink.
You're rude.
Yeah, just sink in a hole and go curl up somewhere and then come out back and say rude. He's so rude. He's this and that.
Oh
He's not
gosh.
humble anymore. He's
You're
hype.
you're
Is
not
this is better than us, saying is better than us and all that.
you're not the shy guy. But
Mm-mm.
also it's like this is 40. You're not 20 anymore. You're not
Man, you have to
18.
remind me
He's
about that.
no, but I'm just even just the point is when I even met you at what 31,
Mm-hmm.
you're not the same person and I cannot keep you stagnant
Mm-hmm.
because you're evolving. Your experiences are also making you grow as
Mm-hmm.
well. So you people have this thing about you that you were quiet, you were the shy one,
Mm-hmm.
you never spoke, and oh, I liked him better when he didn't talk. But you've
Mm-hmm.
always been this way. It's just now that you've sat back and your career is done, you're like, okay, I'm ready to talk.
Mm-hmm.
This is my life, my experiences, my point of view, and you're gonna talk about
Who
it.
don't
It's
like
our
it? Who
platform,
don't like it? Bite it.
right? It's our platform. And
Mm-hmm.
also,
It's our conversation
right,
as
it's
well.
our platform, our conversations. It's our guests their truths.
I have the privilege to
So
watch.
now you're gonna go and you just love to ruffle their feathers, you know? He
But
loves to ruffle the
listen,
feathers.
man, listen, man.
But we need to have these conversations
Mhm,
and knowing that people do have feelings and their experiences are valid.
mhm.
You just because you think that they shouldn't say that doesn't mean that their experiences are very valid. To each is
And
their own. Each human
speaking about
being.
you, man, hear the kids making noise in the
I
background.
know.
You hear kids, you know?
Each person, he just you just made my whole thought process just
Disappear. This
rumble
is
off. And I had a
great.
good point that was coming out, you know, but
Mm,
also want to put love out there for all of the people that are showing love to our platform from day one. You didn't need to hear
mhm.
something negative or something that was twisted or out
But
for you to come on this
yeah,
platform. We have to give love to
babe,
the people too as well.
yeah, of course, and I do it every day, and I get it all the time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Those who know, they know,
Right, of course.
and those who don't know, it just
All
keep
right.
just go
And
and
to
don't
me,
know because you don't want to know.
once you've already formed once you've listened and you've
Hmm.
already formed your narrative and perception, and that's the only binoculars, like
Hmm.
the set of eyes that you want to look at it from, no matter what we say,
Hmm.
it will never change their
Yeah,
perception, right? So if you're listening at it, the way I am in a conversation, I might not agree with what everybody says,
hmm.
but I am listening to understand that if my foot was in their shoes,
Hmm.
maybe it might be that way. I
Hmm.
might be able to understand, but I might not fully comprehend it, you know, but it's their experience. I can't
Hmm.
belittle someone's experience. It's
No,
your experience.
exactly. It's my
So,
experience.
because I've been in, not even just even on this platform or what's going on now, I've sat in groups of conversations and it's like when you're talking about hurt, right? And let's say I'm saying, oh, well, I had to go to bed every night at 7 p.m. at my family home. And I'm saying, oh, that hurt me or whatever the
Hmm.
case may be. And someone's like, well, I got beaten, this and that. I can't say, I can't discredit your hurt because it might not be comparable to yours in
Hmm.
terms of damage, right?
Hmm.
So everybody's experiences. To
Everybody
each is their
different.
own. I know you're
Everybody
looking like,
different.
oh, I'm ready to
Hmm?
get off this.
No, 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 no. I know the kids soon come around here and,
Yeah. But we just
some
wanted to
junk.
get on here and just let you know this
Let's
is the
talk a little about it, because
yeah.
we were talking about it before we got on camera, but we
Yeah.
just figured that,
It's
we
not
just
anything to
share.
do with entitlement or anything. It's just this is the hard truth that needs to
Mm-hmm.
be talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Because anywhere, any parts of the world that you live, you're going to have good
Them
and
say
bad
the truth
experiences.
hurt.
And you are a public figure
Who
of
can't take it
Jamaica.
off his flirt? Yeah, I mean,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
like I said, people,
It's
it's
just,
just a part of our culture,
no, but I think one
and
thing I took away from that interview that I found very like it took me by surprise was when Elaine mentioned that, you know, sometimes she wants to go out and enjoy herself, but she's
hmm.
afraid to because of the judgment and the
Hmm.
bashing that will come with it. Because if she goes out and let's say she doesn't
No
perform
perform good.
well, they're going to say,
Them say same thing about Bolton.
right.
I remember
So
2010.
it's the whole back to it is just
Yeah,
athletes, public
say
figures are
same thing about
humans.
everybody.
They are humans.
Say same thing about everybody. It's not just athletes, like I said. It's everybody.
Humans.
Everybody, you know what I mean? Whether you're a
Because
entertainer, do music, or whether you play football. Same
anything.
with, like, man, with football. The thing is, my thing is, I believe Jamaica have some great footballers,
Right.
but the pressure, you see the pressure from the people, well, it's rough. It's rough.
Yeah. And I know someone say, well, we didn't, you chose this life.
Yeah, you choose, or you
Just
choose to be
because,
that person.
no,
And
just be that, but that's a poor
it's a
excuse
choice.
for you.
Everything a
That's a poor
choice.
excuse
Mm-hmm.
for you to sit there and put on like the pressure they put on you sometimes on anyone that's a public figure. Sometimes it's like you can't even live up to that.
Rough
You
out there.
know,
Rough
it's
out there in these streets, huh?
the pressure. It's
It's getting worse.
getting worse. Okay. I know they're gonna come say, "Where who's she? She not
Man. Yeah,
Jamaican."
but I'm enjoying, these talks, and
Yeah,
and
the
we will have a lot
platform.
more, guests to have a sit down. And like I said, it is not an
Conversations.
interview. It's just, a chance for people to just come and sit down and, just
And
enjoy the
talk, right?
vibe and
So
just talk
don't
about
look for an
things.
interview structure at
Yeah,
all.
yeah. This is
So
not an interview. Not an
right. And
interview.
a lot more to come, a lot more hard, difficult conversations
Mm-hmm.
that might cause a lot more
Mm-hmm.
uproar.
Yeah,
So
them love that. People love that,
and when things are not in an interview structured form, you're going to get
Mm-hmm.
rawness.
Mm-hmm.
So
Not going to sound good.
yeah.
It's not going to sound pretty. And I don't think you know, we are used to this type of platform in Jamaica.
Right, podcast. Oh
The
gosh, yeah, because
podcast
if you
stuff,
look at the
it's
podcast in
new.
America, they
Mm-hmm.
talk about and nothing is off limits and a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the things are not pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole
But
point
we,
of
yeah, we
having
we
a
as Jamaicans should just shut them out and just listen to
when you say
everybody
we, you're
else.
including yourself.
Yeah, we Jamaicans.
I just think as a whole, everybody, we just need to learn to listen to understand
Mm-hmm.
versus listening to be give a defensive
Even with
response, you know?
parenting as well.
Yeah, it's the
As
same with
parents, your kids come home and them explaining something to you, listen. I understand. Don't just jump down them
but
throat,
some right.
You know.
It goes day to day, daily
Yeah, in
in
a daily life.
workplace, parenting, relationship as
Mm-hmm.
well, because sometimes like you listen, but you're already like you're
Mm-hmm.
defensive
Yeah,
or
people.
I think trauma, a lot of times it's
Mm,
trauma, you know.
yeah, and a lot of people they come on here and they see us when name the thumbnail and say, what's what them a talk about now? It's like you're already before you click that you have something negative
To say
in your mind. So you'll watch a 1 hour video and you take 5 seconds out of that one hour conversation and just create your own thing around that.
I will say
You
one
know.
thing. I don't know how the pressure of being a public figure, how you've dealt with it, because I nowhere in any shape or form consider myself a public figure.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes the stuff I will get
Mm-hmm.
sometimes is
But the thing
like
is, nobody
the
no
past 2 to 3 years for me has not necessarily been the
been pretty.
best
Yeah,
because
I
this
mean
is
that's what I
for
said.
another podcast because mentally people don't even know how much they affected me mentally. And
Mm-hmm.
I know someone listening to this will say, well, you're not supposed to like take to heart. Like it's easy for you to say that when you're not
Because yeah,
in that
yeah, Jamaica,
position.
yeah, because we are very very rough when it comes to certain things. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
they think that you should just come in and take it because
Well,
no,
you
you're
signed up
not.
for it.
Yeah,
Or
you're not
no, but just
Jamaican.
even not even just being Jamaican alone. Like you see that with American celebrities as well. Just
Them get it.
naturally, it's like
Mm-hmm.
celebrities just go through a lot as well. Right? Like
Remember, so somebody say I'm not a celebrity. It's only Jennifer Lopez a celebrity.
right, right. That's true. That's true too.
Somebody say, "Yo, I saw
Just the
friend.
same
You're not a
way
celebrity.
everyone faces
A celebrity is like
difficulties.
Jennifer Lopez."
Everybody faces difficulties. So like this way, the perfect way to say that everyone can might be able to relate is if you're at work and your boss says something to you that's out of line or a friend or someone you hear some mix up about you, it's gonna sometimes throw you off your tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Mm-hmm.
words hurt, and once you type that, you can't take it back. Once you read it accidentally, it
Mm-hmm.
stinks sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But you then have to again like recondition your mind and relearn
Mm-hmm.
that that's not who I am. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going to let these words affect me.
And
So
my thing is, nobody can ever say Asaf or disrespect me. Like whenever I'm on the street, I'm very respectful. I have manners.
right.
Nobody cannot say is this. If you say something to me, and I don't respond, I must don't hear you.
So more so, this is the first time that
So if
they're
so
coming for
it's
you like
so
this.
so that's I guess that's why it hitting so hard
Yeah.
because people just used to me just sitting down and shutting my mouth and getting this bashing all over the years. People are listen me.
It takes a
Listen
toll.
me, everybody I meet every day generalize Jamaicans. Everybody. Oh, Jamaican people love you. No, not all Jamaicans love me. You understand? Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. You will love me. You will respect me. Don't say all Jamaicans, because not if all Jamaicans did love me, we wouldn't be having there wouldn't be any big misunderstanding of what's
Right.
going on. Nobody. I don't think it's a misunderstanding. It's just people just want to believe that,
Right. They've already
because there's
formed
never
their
been really been
narrative.
anything exactly. There have
Yes.
never been anything like this out there about me before. So this is an
It's a new
opportunity to try drag
excitement.
me. You
Right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right.
So don't you general. I'm. We all Jamaicans. We generalize. We just talk. We just say, yo, we us
But
Jamaicans.
like you had said, like they choose and they pick and choose when it
They,
applies
they pick and choose when it applies.
and to who it
You know what I
applies
mean?
to.
Yeah. So I know for a fact that not all Jamaicans love me.
The pressure is getting
You know what
worse.
I mean? So when every day, even the text that I got this morning, Jamaican people love you, so you have to be careful what you say. No, not all Jamaicans love me, but we as Jamaicans, that's all we speak. That's what we say.
Right.
Us Jamaicans, all Jamaicans, because Jamaican people are proud, brother.
Right.
Jamaican
Well,
people
I
are
that's one
very
thing I can
proud,
take away
and
from living here for
and
sure.
and you it's hard. It's like you need a class to explain certain things to people, because when I say it's a privilege. You see how tiny Jamaica is, and for us to be on top of the world and still come Jamaica and just act like normal
Like you mean
among our
humble. Like you guys are
that we
still
just remain we
humble,
just remain that
humble.
we mean,
Like what's the
any
what
other body from anywhere, when them come into Jamaica, them have
they
one bag of
act.
security around them.
Right, right. So
Beer
when you break
security.
it down, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
right, because you guys literally represent the what's the Jamaican motto? The
Listen, out
out
of
of
many,
what is
one
it?
people.
Right. So in
Mm,
terms of if whoever comes here, like you're just
mm,
saying, they would have a whole bunch of security around them. So
mm.
right,
And
and again, everyone is entitled to have their own opinion.
everybody, yeah.
So no matter
And
how you try to
it's
dissect
a free
it,
zone. This is a free zone. We don't speak
yeah.
freely, so you guys free to speak freely. Write your comment, do whatever you say whatever you want. I mean,
You know
it
what,
is,
like
yeah.
you've right now, the fact that you even came back to this video again to try and break it down of what
Mm-hmm.
you're saying, if you still want to dissect it, however way you want to
Mm-hmm.
take, you're going to take it. But it's all love and peace over here.
Yeah, go.
Love, light,
Let's
and
I'm going to have a drink.
let's have some hard conversations.
Going to
All
have a drink.
right.
I need some chicken, some nice chicken you cooked the other day. Wicked,
Yes, yes.
You can
Yeah.
cook,
Thank you.
Man, you come
I'll
Jamaica and you just adjust to the food. You just cook the
I feel
Jamaican
like
food.
another thing is like I feel like I'm able to adapt into different environments because
Mm.
I feel like I've been doing that my whole life.
Mm. Yeah.
I moved from Ghana
Yeah,
when I was
even when you're
10.
born in
Then
Ghana, you're the only, light skin, nice school.
you see how
Hmm?
no, actually,
No?
you're a mix up.
You're the only light skin, nice
No.
school.
In Ghana, there's a lot of Lebanese mixes,
In your
Lebanese,
school at the time,
Ghanaian.
in your class at the
Yeah.
time.
So I was not the only one,
When they show
trust
me a
me.
picture,
They
yeah, man, I
have
see you look redhead.
there was a few of us because I don't like this term, but they used to call it half caste. I really
Mm-hmm.
don't like that term. I don't think it's
Oh
a good
yeah, yeah.
term. Yeah. So
And as
what
a lot of people
are
what
you
you
talking
say?
about Ghana? Because I was gonna say initially we were supposed to be in Ghana
Oh yeah.
this December. I know everyone that's on our vlogs that tunes in has been waiting for us, but it got postponed. So we'll be going there hopefully in the next couple of months so we can
Yeah.
get to showcase where I'm from, my culture,
Yeah, we didn't
which
postpone it, It got postponed by other people. We won't say no.
not yet because we want to
Yeah,
leave
yeah,
that element
because
of
yeah,
surprise.
the visit, was getting a bit, big. So we had to they had to postpone it because of the World Cup.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's gonna happen and tune in. Maybe we might get stuff to eat some fufu.
And subscribe,
Follow, tell
to
your friends,
yeah,
tell your family, tell everyone to listen to
leave a
Fast
comment
Lane
whether it's negative or positive.
Lifestyle. You
Leave a
might,
comment.
whether you take away with it with love or you to leave with
Mm-hmm.
negativity. Thank you for your support.
Yo, it take a whole lot of energy for upset at something,
I know. Like,
And for you to just get up every day and the thing is, you're going to always see me. Why you go upset with me? You go see me out every day. Whether you like it or not, I am a public figure, so you go see me every day. Why you gotta get up every
right.
day and waste your energy? Waste your energy and hate somebody. And like I said, people love this platform, love this type of settings. The athletes are, they're comfortable. The other day I see Ilian just kick up our foot and just take over entire
I loved
entire
it though.
podcast.
I really
It's a
loved
vibe,
it.
so we will be having a lot more athletes and even international athletes,
Yes. And
just
again, listen to
mm-hmm.
understand.
Yeah,
It's so important. It's
yeah.
like, it is crucial. It's the only way as human beings as
Mm-hmm.
a whole that we get to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to
Understand.
understand. That is it.
But as me say, a lot of people won't have the time to watch, so they will just grab what they see on the front part of the paper, or in the
And it's like,
media,
and whatever
you
you
know.
see in the media, you know that
Yeah, there has to
they
be
thrive off
something.
of that.
Mm-hmm.
So
There has to be something
listen,
behind it,
go through all, do research, go through our
Mm-hmm.
vlogs. You see that it's not a bashing thing, So
Even this won't go there as much, because you know what I mean? It won't go there as much.
oh
That's how the media
gosh.
work. The media can't pick anything from this,
Well, I all I have to say is just like we need to do better at listening to
Mm-hmm.
understand. And I'm going to be so repetitive with that because it's so crucial and it's being displayed like
Oh,
all
yeah.
over the place right now that a lot of times this is why a lot of like arguments,
Yeah.
unnecessary
Yeah.
drama happens because we're not having good conversations to
Mhm.
listening. Jeez,
Yeah.
listen.
And yeah, like I was saying, it's a very
Very
easy
relaxing to the
settings,
point that I'm like
very
sink
relaxing,
into the
and
couch,
yeah.
want to just take a nap.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, thanks for joining us on the Fast Lane lifestyle, and it's a vibe.
Fast
It's a
lane
vibe.
lifestyle is fast right now.
Yeah, it's very fast and don't miss a beat.
Later. I can't beat that, so